Hello everyone and welcome to another video. It's so good to see y'all again. Today I am going to be doing my booktubing story. I thought that it's just a kind of great way to introduce you guys into how I got into booktubing and possibly give you maybe some tips, you know, wedged in there with the story. So, before I go with the booktubing story, I'm just going to tell you how I kind of got into reading, because that obviously leads on to booktubing. Okay, starting off, when I was younger, I didn't read that much. I had severe dyslexia, so I couldn't really get into books. I found it too difficult. I would miss words out on pages. It just kind of put off reading. Reading was not a fun thing for me. My parents used to try and help me, but then my school used to try and help me. I just was not a very good reader. So through the years I practiced and practiced on my own terms, and I started to enjoy it, but I've always had this problem where I can't read a book whilst I'm in school. So I usually just waited till the summer holidays to read a book, and I go to Greece every year in my summer holiday, mostly. And that's where I used to read like all my books. My real reading started just last year. I was watching The Secret Circle in 2011/12 and I was obsessed with it. Like, I really loved that show. And I was, you know, doing my research and found out that the show was based around a book series, The Secret Circle book series by L.J. Smith. So I went online and I bought them, and I was going to take them to Greece with me that year to read. I packed up my bags, I took them with me to Greece. I also took The Hunger Games with me, and this was last year. And I was led on the beach and I started reading them, and I was obsessed. Like, I read through those books so fast. I absolutely loved them. They were so good. Yeah, that summer I read about 7 books on that 3-week break, and that's like the most books I've ever read, and that was the Hunger Games trilogy and the Secret Circle series. So I went back to England, and by this point I'd just finished school. So I've just finished my sixth form, just finished my A-levels, and that's done. So I was looking for full-time work. So obviously my brain went, not going to be able to read because I'm going to be working full-time. So, luckily I got to work in a school, and in that school one of my colleagues, we were just chatting, getting to know each other, and she asked me if I like reading, and I said, well, you know, I like reading in the summer, and she asked me who my favourite author is, and I said my favourite author was L.J. Smith. Now she turned around and said, right, okay, I've got a perfect book for you, the Night World series by L.J. Smith, and I thought, oh, you know, that sounds kind of interesting, I'll give it a try. So she brought it in, I read it that night, the first book that night, and then the second book on the weekend, and I went back to her and I was like, mind blown. I love it so much. Like, what? Have you got any other books you can recommend me? So she started writing a list down. She wrote the Witch and Wizard series by James Patterson, Maximum Ride series by James Patterson, Wolfsbane, all these different books she recommended. So I went on Amazon, I was like looking around and reading some of the reviews, like, oh, this is cool, yeah. And then suddenly, this is how we get back into booktubing, is I went on YouTube and thought, I wonder, like, if somebody's talking about this book or something. I did not know anything about booktube. So I just typed in Witch and Wizard by James Patterson, and there pops up some videos. And the first video from booktube I ever watched was a James Patterson The Witch and Wizard review by Tiernan from the Booktuber. So Tiernan already knows that he's the first person I ever watched, so I give him complete thanks. That is, like, I praise you for putting that video up, because I may not have joined Booktube. But carrying on from that, I watched the video and thought, whoa, this is so cool. Like, this person is talking about books on here. It's made me want to buy the book, so I bought the book. And then time passed it was from the September till December, and I went back on YouTube in December, because I didn't go on YouTube a lot. I went back on YouTube, and in my recommended videos feed, there was those things called book hauls, and I was like, what the hell is a book haul? Like, so I clicked and I watched, and then I kept watching more, and then I watched bookshelf tours and BA book haul hauls and all these different videos, until I stumbled across a video where somebody mentioned about booktube, and I thought, this is what this is, because all these amazing people are talking about all these books and these fantastic things, and this is like the coolest thing ever. I think this is the coolest thing ever. So I finished watching, I shut my laptop up, and I went back downstairs. On December the 26th, after Christmas, I went upstairs with all my things, I opened my laptop and went onto YouTube, and I saw a book haul out the corner of my eye, and I thought, do you know what? I'm not going to watch the book haul, I'm just going to make my own book haul, and I'm going to post it up onto YouTube. So that's exactly what I did. I closed my laptop up again, got my camera out, just filmed a book haul, which is the most awkwardest of all book hauls ever. So if you want to go and check that out, I will leave the link down below. And I'll leave an annotation over here as well. It was the most awkwardest book haul ever, and I posted it up to this new baby of a channel, Benjamin of Tomes. And this channel was born on December the 26th, and I am so happy that I started because I love it. I absolutely love booktubing. Without booktubing, I wouldn't be in America traveling with another booktuber. I wouldn't have gone to events and author signings and book events. I'm like overwhelmed with how nice everybody is, and everyone makes these amazing videos, and I just can't, I'm just blown away. Everybody's fantastic. I wouldn't have gone to VidCon, I wouldn't have met friends and made friends. It's just been such an amazing ride, and if any of you guys are watching and you're contemplating on doing booktube videos, you must do booktube videos. The reason why I wanted to talk about this is because this is something I like. I like booktubing, and I can tell you that I'm now a part of Sublime, where I post other things that I like. Things like the Mortal Instruments swag, books, music, movies. Now, I will leave a link down below for my Sublime page. It's just a place where you guys can go over, see the things that I like, and you can also buy them through the website. There will be links to Amazons and so forth on the website. You can also favourite things on the Sublime page if you wanted to go back, or if you just like the look of things. But definitely go hit me up, subscribe to my Sublime page, and have a look around. And if you have anything you would like me to put on there, which you may have seen in the back of videos or books or whatnot, then just tell me and I will. Now guys, I want to say thank you again so much for being amazing. Leave down in the comments below if you have been watching for a long time, or if you're a new subscriber. Also, if you are a booktuber and you're watching, let me know down below if booktube has helped change your life, or what things you have done which you may not have been able to do if you didn't start booktube. Thanks ever so much for watching, guys. I love you all so much, and I can't wait to see you on my next video. So bye bye, bye bye, bye bye.